My friend became a hermit and depended on me for supplies because he refused to go back to town. Now he's back, and I never expected what would happen next. I have known my best buddy since we were babies. We grew up next door, went to the same school in our tiny town, went into the same sport, and became rivals. I'm not proud to admit it, but once we were in high school, I became a real jerk to him and said some awful things, mainly because he was better at the sport than I was, and I was insecure. He ended up leaving town after graduation, and no one knew where he was. I don't think it's all because of me, but I might have been part of the reason. He cut contact with everyone, including his mom. He had been missing for months, and everyone was worried. I wanted to apologize to him, but no one could reach him. Then, some kid from town was out exploring, and he was spotted living in a rundown house on a mountainside about 2 hours from town. I was super happy to hear he was okay. Maybe I shouldn't have, but I went up the mountain to visit him. He was surprised to see me, but he was also pleased. We caught up, and I finally got to apologize to him. It was like old times, and we rekindled our friendship even better. When I first visited, I saw he didn't have much to eat or drink up there, so I started making a trip to bring him supplies every other month. It's close by, but it's hard to get up there. There's no road to drive up there, so I have to walk for a few hours. But it's been a year, and I'm getting tired of it. His mom constantly cries about missing him. She can't make the trip up. I missed a month because I got sick and had to make up work days. He was annoyed and snapped at me because he was running low on supplies, but I'm getting annoyed that he insists on living up there. I told him he was hurting his other friends and family by keeping his reclusive life and that he needed to stop being so selfish and come back to society. It was hurting me that he wasn't taking care of himself. He looks like crap, and I always worry about what shape he'll be in when I arrive next. I also told him I was getting sick of climbing a mountain every 2 months. He told me he didn't ask me, and I volunteered to do it. I told him okay, I would stop because I didn't want to enable him to keep living away from everyone, and I haven't been back up the mountain since. I feel really bad. Everyone in town tells me I should resume bringing him supplies and the gifts they make for him because everyone knows when my trip is coming up. He's kind of a local hero from our sports days. They're saying I'm being a jerk, but I just want him to come back or at least move to somewhere more hospitable. And I feel like if I continue bringing him stuff, he won't. Small update. I went to celebrate NY with some of my friends. I'm trying to convince them to do a group visit with me in a few weeks. I told them the only way I'd go back up is if some of them came with me. I didn't want to go again, but I will if other people are with me. I'm hoping that if they go once, they'll take the initiative and visit alone, too. Or better yet, we can all convince him to come down. They seemed vaguely open to it, but I'm unsure if we want to do this or if they are just humoring me to shut me up. Update 1. I went back up the mountain with my friends, but I didn't bring supplies. We all tried to talk to him to come down, but he refused. I was pretty disheartened, but he made his choice, and so did I. I told him I wouldn't be back, but if he ever wanted to come down, my door was always open. About a month later, I was surprised by a knock on my door. I opened it, and it was him. He was thin and dirty, but seeing him off the mountain made me happy. I got him cleaned up, and now he's staying with me. I was surprised that he didn't want to go home to his mom, but he told me I was the only one who made an effort to be there for him when he was acting unreasonable and wanted to stay with me if that was okay. So yeah, he's living with me now and who knows what the future holds? Edit. My grandpa set me up with a really good job at the local gym in our town, and I'm making good money and living by myself. I have enough to support both of us, and I don't mind him staying indefinitely. Giving him a safe space to recover is all I want for him right now, and we can worry about the rest later. We set him up with an online therapist who will see him twice a week, and I'm hoping it will help him. I may be a little over my head when it comes to mental health issues. I don't know how to help him myself, when to ask him questions, or when to back off. I don't want to worsen things, and I'm scared to talk to him about the past, but hopefully, the therapist can help him. I also urged him to call his mom. He claimed he will sometime this week. Update 2. My buddy started therapy and made up with his mom. He's in a much better headspace now. He still hasn't gotten a job, but he goes out into the yard often and sometimes goes for hikes. He seems to love the outdoors still. He also loves animals. He recently got a pet rat that is the apple of his eye, but it doesn't seem to like me. The little jerk bites me whenever I pick it up. I have a pet chihuahua, and she is much better behaved. Anyway, it might not be much of a surprise, but we're together now. I always had feelings for him. I didn't want to admit it to myself when we were younger. Then we had a falling out, so it was easy to forget about for a while. He said he had always liked me too, so what I did hurt him greatly. But we're willing to put the past behind us and move forward together. I can't imagine my life without him now. He gives me something to look forward to coming home to every day. We're still in the early stages of the relationship, but I hope it will last. We're taking a vacation to Hawaii soon, courtesy of my gramps, so getting out there and experiencing the world beyond our town will help bring him out of his shell.